Cardi B is pregnant with her fourth child, and this time the father is NFL star Stefon Diggs, her first child with him. This week she revealed that news in a pre-taped interview with Gayle King that aired on CBS Mornings on September 17th, 2025. She said plainly and powerfully, "I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefon Diggs." From that moment, everything shifted. The spotlight, the speculation, the excitement, because this isn't just another headline. It marks a new era for Cardi, personally and professionally. Cardi made it clear she's happy. In that interview, she said, "I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby." Those words carry weight. She's balancing not just her art and her career, but her emotional life, her physical well-being, motherhood, all while the world watches. She also talked about timing. She emphasized she wanted to share it on her own terms. She said, "Let me close some deals first," because she was still navigating contracts, endorsements, business moves. She said she wanted more sonograms to be sure. She wanted to be sure her baby was healthy. As of the time of the interview's taping, she hadn't even told her parents yet. She admitted, "I'm very scared of my parents. It's raw. It's human. It's Cardi B being real." Now, who is Cardi B in this moment? She shares 3 kids with her estranged husband, Offset, her eldest daughter, Culture, aged 7, her son, Wave, about 4, and her youngest daughter, Blossom, born September 2024, roughly a year ago. She's in divorce proceedings with Offset, which were formally filed in July 2024. The world has watched their relationship's ups and downs for years, but this pregnancy is her first with Stefon Diggs. Stefon himself has a daughter, Nova, born in 2016, from a previous relationship. What's the status of her work? Cardi is dropping a new album, Am I the Drama, on September 19th, 2025, just 2 days after making the announcement public. She's also gearing up for a major arena tour titled Little Miss Drama, set to begin February 2026. Cardi made clear in the interview that she expects to give birth before the tour starts. She said, "It's coming before my tour." As soon as she gives birth, the tour rehearsals begin. Rehearsals, all while recovering, all while mothering. There are emotional moments she shared. She revealed that she recently had what she called a panic attack days before, just because of the stress of her album rollout, critics, expectations, public scrutiny. She said she was crying, feeling nervous. Stefon Diggs, she said, makes her feel safe and confident. Feeling safe is feeling confident, she said. That safety to her comes in the form of support, emotional, physical, and professional. Stefon's reaction has been more private. When questioned by reporters, he smiled and said, "Oh, my personal life? I told you. I don't talk too much about it. I heard about it." That was at his locker before a practice. It's quiet, but there's something in that silence. It speaks volumes. That kind of reserved presence contrasts with Cardi's expressive vulnerability. Public reaction has been mixed, mostly celebratory, with some critique, some speculation. Social media lit up. Fans offered congratulations, expressing excitement over the new baby. Others wondered about the timing, about how Mothering 4 will work with her tours. Some pointed out that Cardi seems to have drawn a line for herself, to make announcements on her own timeline, to set boundaries. There's admiration for that. Let's rewind a bit to understand how we got here. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs first sparked romance rumors around October 2024. By June 2025, their relationship was made public. They were seen together at public events, taking the first steps into shared visibility, game nights, outings. Cardi has spoken in past interviews about how dating in her 30s feels different, more cautious perhaps. She said she's been in long relationships since she was 21, and that vulnerability is new territory. With Stefon, she described being able to heal, being able to trust. In CBS Mornings, she said Stefon once told her, "Let me heal you, give me a chance for me to heal you." The narrative around Cardi's personal life has always been intertwined with her music, her previous album successes, her public public breakups, reconciliations with Offset, the ups and downs of motherhood. Now, with Am I the Drama, she is stepping into a more open place, speaking about her mental health, her pressures, critics, haters, expectation. In the interview, she said, "People have been coming at me very hard. You know, sometimes people love you, people hate you, and people was just saying very mean things about me." She's human in that moment, feelings exposed. Her children also factor heavily in her decisions, knowing she has 3 already, knowing she wants well for them, knowing that adding a 4th impacts everything, schedules, health, family dynamics. And then Stefon's daughter Nova will have a new sibling, blending lives, merging obligations and joys. She also applied humor to the situation because that's Cardi, encouraging, candid, sometimes irreverent. About the new baby, she joked to fans, "Now y'all could buy my album so I can buy Pampers and diapers and all that type of stuff." A line that makes you smile, but also reminds this is real life. This is about growing family, and that comes with responsibility, cost, logistics. Diggs' career, too, has context. He's a prominent wide receiver for the New England Patriots. He signed a 3-year deal worth up to $69 million in the offseason. He's recovering from an ACL surgery from earlier this year. He's had to work hard to get game ready, rebuilding strength, timing. Meanwhile, this news loops in with his professional pressures, playing in the NFL, staying healthy, supporting a billboard-worthy partner in the spotlight. As for Cardi's album, Am I the Drama is expected to dive into more personal themes. The album drops September 19th, just 2 days after the public announcement. That timing is dramatic in itself. She's literally launching a new album while growing a life. And then, in early 2026, the Little Miss Drama Tour begins, a tour of arenas across North America, stops in major cities. Rehearsals will be intense. Travel, performance, lights, crowds, all that is demanding even at a normal time. With a newborn in the mix, this is a test of stamina, support, resilience. Cardi also addressed why she waited to share the pregnancy. She said she wanted sonograms, wanted health checkups, wanted to complete business moves. She says she felt ready only after being sure. She also shared that she had not told her parents before going public because of fear, because of wanting to protect them, protect herself, protect the news until she felt strong enough to carry it into the world. Some controversies or criticisms have already arisen. A faction of fans says, "Why so soon? Is this good for the kids?" Others marvel at how Cardi keeps winning, keeps working, even when critics try to tear her down. Some people push back against her pairing with Stefon Diggs. Others express hope and excitement that this relationship brings something stable. Cardi, though, seems oriented towards framing this not as drama, but as growth. For Cardi, this moment seems about reclamation, reclaiming her narrative, reclaiming control over what she shares, when, how. She's a mother, yes, but she's also an artist, a businesswoman. She's stepping into this new chapter intentionally, saying, "I am pregnant. This is my relationship, my baby, my time." Looking forward, what should we watch for now? How she manages late-term pregnancy with an album drop, how the tour prep goes, whether she releases new visuals, diary-style footage, behind the scenes of her pregnancy, how Stefon steps up publicly, maybe more statements, maybe more interviews, how Offset responds if he chooses to say anything, how her fans respond over time, whether they stay celebratory or whether scrutiny intensifies. Also, how Cardi maintains her health, her mental wellness, balancing childcare, shows, travel. This is not just a celebrity story. This is a story about motherhood, identity, ambition, vulnerability. It's about someone at the top of their game refusing to be quiet, refusing to stay private just because it's messy. It's about growing, evolving, under fire, but with intention. It's about stepping into power while also stepping into intimate change. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.